So today's the first day of the CCI conference. So it's an annual conference. Oh my god, there's a dead rat. It's an annual conference that's run by Professor Graham Hutchings. He was also my supervisor. So we're just trying to get a few things ready for that. So I'm going to do a poster presentation later. So just gonna go and grab that now.
A few minutes later.
So I just grabbed my poster. Now back here for lunch and a few talks and then the poster presentation.
Research direction, but I thought that by being here I should tell you all.
So the conference actually marks the 10th anniversary of the Cardiometastasis Institute, which is where I'm based for my PhD. So as a field, it's actually very important. So it spans everything from increasing the efficiency of industrial processes, pollution control, food processing, natural gas processing, and petrochemical refining, as well as everything from fuel cells, bulk and fine chemicals in a number of industries. So yeah, it's quite important. Yeah, it's day 2 of the conference, just making my way in now. Unfortunately yesterday, I couldn't present my poster. But when researching all the information I had to put on the poster, she came across a video paper from a video journal called JoVE. It really helped because it just made the methodology really simple and easy to understand, and yeah, basically had a step-by-step guide just how to do everything, in contrast to text articles. So I recently got a chance to sit down with Micah from JoVE. I'm joined here by Micah from JoVE. Just a little bit about the journal itself. How did it come to fruition?
So JoVE Journal actually started back in 2006 when one of our co-founders, Moshe Pritzker, was a PhD student at Princeton University, and he was struggling to repeat this experiment that had to do with stem cells that was originally published at Edinburgh University. And he just couldn't reproduce it, and he tried very hard for a couple of months. And then he went to his supervisor and said, look, my experiment doesn't work. And so his supervisor said what most supervisors would say is like, well, you're probably doing it wrong. And he got other people in the lab to try it, and nobody could reproduce this experiment. So in the end, they sent Moshe all the way to Edinburgh to learn the experiment at the original author's lab. And that worked just fine. And on the way back, because it took a couple of months and it took a lot of money to send him there, he decided there must be a better way of doing this. So he came up with the ideas like, how about if we film people do the experiments and publish that alongside the materials and methods, we could easily show people how to perform an experiment and it makes science reproducible.
Perfect. Do you offer any additional functionalities as well? Separate ones, say for researchers, but also for science enthusiasts?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're a researcher, JoVE Journal is really where you can find how to do certain experiments. So if you're a student or a high school student and you're curious about how to start working in the lab, we have a library of science education videos. So those videos are easy to understand the basic experiments in, say, biology or chemistry or engineering. So it's really to help you get started setting up your first experiments in the lab, or the first time you have to do field work, or the first time you have to do experiments involving patients.
Perfect.
Yeah. So all of our method articles have to include a very detailed protocol. So that is all the steps you need to reproduce the article. So it goes step by step through your experiments, and it contains a list of all the materials you need in order to do that. So that list can be printed off, kind of like a shopping list, if you want to make sure you have everything ready to go. Then in the video, we show the parts of the experiment that might be tricky to reproduce. So we try to usually show all of the steps, and we film it in a way so you can really see what's going on. And if details need to be clarified with animations to make it more like add an arrow here or circle something there so it becomes more obvious what's going on, we edit that in at the video editing step. So really the video will give you a detailed idea of what an experiment is going to look like, how to do certain things, but also what it might look like under a microscope. So it gives you an idea of what results you can expect and how to analyze those.
Well, in terms of the scientific disciplines, generally which areas do you focus in the journal itself?
So the basic areas we focus in, so we started off doing biology and medicine, and since then we've added all the other topics. So we have a chemistry journal, we have a journal called Environment that really focuses on environmental sciences, but also a little bit about geosciences. We have an engineering and a bioengineering journal. And then we have like the further disciplines in biology. So we have immunology and infection. We have a behavior journal, which is also where psychology studies are published. We do developmental biology, neuroscience. So we have a whole range of journals, and I think the latest addition that we added was cancer research. So that.
For those people who may not be quite familiar with the format itself, you said that there is a video format. How would you go about submitting a video protocol generally?
Okay, so you start by writing your research up as a method article. So that's quite like a traditional method article, and then we have some guidelines on JoVE.com to show you what exactly you need to do. Then if you submit your method article, it goes through peer review. So first off, we have our editors review it to see whether it's suitable for JoVE. And then we have an academic peer review system to make sure that your article is totally good to go. Then usually they come back with some revisions, like in a more traditional journal. You make the revisions, send it back to JoVE. And then we have our script writers turn it into a film script. So that is something for the videographer to work off. And it is also a template for the voiceover, who's going to be narrating your experiments. Then when the script is finished, we schedule a day of filming. So we send a videographer to the lab. And they come and film the experiment, the complete experiment from start to finish in one day. So imagine if you're filming a cooking show and you have everything ready to go, and if your experiment needs to incubate for a few days, you need to put that in before so that that is ready to go as well. So we film everything in one day, and then all the footage gets sent back to the Boston office, and they edit it into usually around a 10-minute video. That shows your experiment. And then we have voiceovers come in and our animation team to come in to make sure that your video is fully ready to go. And then it gets sent back to the authors for a final check, and if everything is good to go, your article is published. Awesome. Well, if you want to look up what we have on our website, your first stop is JoVE.com. But if you want to reach out to me personally, or if you have any questions, you can find me on Twitter. So I'm Maaike.Pols. You can also email me at Maaike.Pols@JoVE.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We also have our JoVE Journal Twitter account and our JoVE Publishing LinkedIn account. So if you reach out to any of these places, people will get back to you very fast as well.